Hello, guys. I hope you're doing good. Okay, so I'm not one to jump on trends and rant, but this recent issue of infidelity and cheating, malice, and all triggered a need for me to do this video without particularly hammering on that incident, but it draws my attention to something very, very important, and I want you guys to know. And that's the fact that faithfulness has nothing to do with the other person. Let me say that again. Faithfulness in relationships has nothing to do with the other person. This reminds me of a video I did a few years back where I still talked about the same topic. Many persons base their faithfulness in relationship on their partner's conduct. So if he's good to me, if he loves me, I'm going to be faithful. Well, in the reality, that is not what it's supposed to be. Faithfulness should be who you are. If you are faithful, no wonder our faithfulness is supposed to be to God. Because if you're faithful to God, you won't cheat on your partner. Not because you love your partner, not because your partner is deserving, but because you fear God. And that's where priority is out of place in our relationship. We make the other person our center of operation, our center of attention, without recourse to the God who is the head of the union. Faithfulness should be unto God. So if I'm faithful to God, and I believe God and fear God enough not to be an adulterer, in reflex, I am not going to cheat on my partner. So no matter how bad my partner treats me or bad they are, that is up to them. But for me, I am a faithful person first to God. And cheating on your partner, like I also say, cheating has nothing to do with the other person. Nobody can make you cheat. Now, I don't care what sort of ideology you can put around that to say a woman can be that bad to make a man cheat, or a man can be that bad to make a woman cheat. No. If you are not a cheat, if you're not an adulterer, if you're not a fornicator, you are not. That's why I laugh at people who say, when I get married, I'm going to stop flirting. When I get married, I'm going to concentrate on my wife. I'm going to concentrate on my husband. 99 times out of 100, men and women who were flirts, who were having multiple partners as singles, who could not stay without being in one or two relationships, when they eventually get married, at the slightest provocation, they go back to default, because that's who you are. That's your identity. If you cannot stay single, as a single person, you cannot stay out of it. The moment you're out of one relationship, you want to be in another one, because you want to feel the warmth of a partner. In marriage, it even gets colder. So that time, you will still, by default, look for another person. But if you have so mastered and disciplined yourself to respect your body, the best you can do is walk out of that toxic relationship or that marriage and continue to be the best of yourself. You will not lose yourself simply because another person decided to be stupid. So it is not a product of what this person did and that's why I am like this. It is not. That is who you are. It just took time for you to come on. A man is a cheat. He's a cheat. He can wait 6 months after the marriage. He can wait 1 year after the marriage. He can wait 20 years. Nobody waits 20 years anyway. He can wait 5 years, except they change genuinely. By default, they will go back to cheating. But a man who, when he was single, could stay and say, right now, I don't have a partner, or I'm not in a relationship, I'm not married, so I'm going to stay. Even if the wife misbehaves, even if the wife does anything, he's not going to go and cheat simply because the wife misbehaves and now blame it on my wife pushed me out. The same thing with the woman. No matter what the man does, if it is not in her to do so, she's not going to do it. That's why we need to prioritize where our loyalty really lies. Is it with God or with the person? Who do we really reference? Who do we really owe respect to? The Bible condemns adultery, fornication on all standards of it. There is no way you will paint it that it will look good, no matter who is involved. And so let our life be unto God. Let that partner is just with you in that marriage, but the main head of that union is God. Your respect should be to God. Your faithfulness should be to God. Your love first should be to God. Then whatever is left is more than enough for your partner. So I just came to tell us that we should redirect our attention when it comes to relationship, when it comes to faithfulness. We should redirect it to God, who is the only one that can satisfy. It is only God that can satisfy every kind of desire you have. Men are men. When I mean men, I'm talking about the both sexes. Men, humans will be humans. It's only God that cannot fail. So when you trust God to deliver through that partner, it comes true. It comes true. So going to cheat because your partner cheated, or going to do something bad because your partner did, that does not, it does not change the ugly nature of the sin. It only shows what has been buried inside you that just came to the surface. So if you're a better person, don't lose yourself because someone else decided to be. I keep saying it, divorce is an option. It's an option. It's an option. Separation is an option. You can separate to recover, to do things, but don't lose yourself and go. It can't be because of that person. If you're doing it, own it that yes, I did it because I want to do it, not because so person did this or so, because that's not what it is. So as a single lady, as a single man, try to train your body, train yourself to be disciplined so that you can have a good home. Nobody stops womanizing when they get married. It's only temporal. The moment that the real reality of marriage sets in, that man, that woman, the days of quarrel will come, the days of anger, sometimes it runs into weeks, or also you go back to what you used to know. You go back to what is convenient. So guys, I think I've given my 2 cents on this. Faithfulness is unto God, not unto your partner. When you are faithful, you are not doing your partner a favor. You're not doing God a favor. You're doing it to yourself. I think, let me quote this scripture. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. It says, but a man who commits adultery, man here means male and female, has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Did that scripture say it destroys their marriage? Did it say it destroys the partner? Yes, the marriage might suffer and the partner might feel pain, but you first destroy yourself. So faithfulness is not doing your partner a favor. It's not doing God a favor. It's doing yourself a huge favor. Have a lovely day. Stay blessed and be your best. Bye.